rates of post-traumatic stress disorder are high in people with HIV. I spoke to Kevin Moody to find out more. For someone who doesn't know what it is, what is post-traumatic stress disorder?
Post-traumatic stress disorder is a set of symptoms that people have that can be bothersome. So they can be things like having nightmares or feeling guilty or avoidance and things like that. And it comes about because people, for one reason or the other, aren't able to process a trauma that they're exposed to.
Mm-hmm. And in people with HIV, what kind of traumatic events are we thinking about?
Oh, that's interesting. There are lots, and it depends, I think, where you come from. So you think immediately about people who are, refugees, for instance. They can see trauma associated with wartime. With people living with HIV, there tends to be more sexually related trauma. But for some people living with HIV, actually the diagnosis of having HIV can be traumatizing in itself.
Given these findings, what should doctors be doing?
Well, first of all, doctors should be asking about PTSD. It's important, it's much better for the PTSD to be discovered than to be lying under the surface. So that's the number one thing. And then in the consultation room, it's important for the doctor or the nurse to actually ask about whether or not somebody's prepared to deal with the PTSD. Some people aren't, or some people don't even need it. And then at that point, there's a decision jointly as to whether or not follow-up actions are needed, such as peer support or formal mental health services.